Oh my god, I'm trying really hard to overcome my fear of filming in public. I was watching a vlog of Morgan Riddle's last night from the US Open, I think. It was one that she posted a while ago. And she was doing some filming at the US Open with a brand. And she said that she felt really nervous filming in front of everyone and having everyone watch her do all this stuff. And, you know, Morgan has so many thousands of followers, much more than what I do. And, you know, if she feels nervous filming in front of people, then it's just a part of the process. You know, it's normal. But also, because I'm in Melbourne, these people are probably never ever going to see me ever again unless they're watching this video. And in that case, hi. Today's the first full day in Melbourne. I drove down yesterday, but it was the longest, most exhausting trip of my entire life. This was quite a spontaneous trip. I was not planning on being in Melbourne the week of the Oz GP, but about 2 weeks ago, I got invited to 2 launch events, which is so crazy. It's like everything that I've been working towards is paying off almost. And then because I'm here, I might as well go to day 1 of the Oz GP. So I'm currently at Mecca getting shade matched for a new foundation because I decided to use a new fake tan the other night and it is darker than what I normally go for. It looks great, but I don't have any foundation that matches, so we're gonna need to fix that. There is literally so much happening in the city. Every single way you turn, there is something F1 related displayed or merch or a pop-up, and it's so good to see. I had to make an itinerary for each day to make sure that I ticked off everything that I wanted to. I must say I did get a lot of looks walking around in my Ferrari merch. I don't know whether it's because it's bright red or maybe my outfit just looked cute. Williams also had their fan zone, which is their first of the year, and I went and checked it out. It was really cool. You had to go around and collect all of these digital badges to be able to enter this game where you can win a couple of prizes. I ended up winning like a Alex Albon driver card. I got really excited because it was signed, but it's just like a printed signature, but whatever. I have my first event at 6 p.m. back in the city. So this is how we're getting ready. They're a little bit tight, so I need to like stretch them out. My concern at the moment is whether my feet will be able to last hours and hours in these heels. But yeah, I'm freaking out like just a little bit. Shout out to Bridget at Mecca for shade matching me today. I'm using the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation in shade Santa Fe. Normally I use shade Mont Blanc, and this foundation oxidizes a little bit, so on camera I'm not sure if it's looking like it's a good match, but trust me, it is. I don't know if anyone else gets like this, but when I'm doing my makeup on the daily, I can smash it out and have it look good in like 15 minutes. But when I have to do my makeup for events, I just find that my makeup always like either looks bad or it takes forever. Does anyone else get like that? Please let me know. Oh my God, my heart is going like a million miles an hour. This is my first ever F1 event and I actually have 2 back-to-back. Absolutely insane how that happened. I don't even know. And I'm so grateful. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm so excited, but I'm just really nervous. And I think it's only because I don't know what to expect. So the first event is with an Australian merch brand called Principle the Label. They are Melbourne based. They make F1 inspired merch. And this is their launch event for their newest collection. The girls that own the brand are super lovely. I'm really excited for the Principle event, but straight after I have an event with Mercedes and Adidas to celebrate their new partnership. I've just gone in with the MCO Beauty Miracle Flawless Setting Spray. It's the dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury. Normally for an event like this, I would go in with the Urban Decay All Nighter, but I was actually all out. You know what? That actually worked out pretty well. Oh! I broke it. I'm just gonna go in with this glitter from Handmake Tokyo. It's the silver shade, number 1. So I have no idea who's going to the Mercedes event. I don't know whether there will be team personnel there. I don't know whether the drivers will be there. Gosh, I don't even know if the drivers are in Melbourne yet. Going in with a very, very small amount of bronzer. For my blush, I kind of hacked it a little bit. I opened up this Morphe palette. It's the 18F Artistry palette. These 2 pink shades here, the most beautiful corally peachy blush shade ever. Honestly, really hard to do my makeup in the mirror because I don't have my glasses on. I really just hope and pray that it turns out well. So both lashes are on. My hair is pretty much fine. I did it this morning before I left, but I'm just gonna do some touch-ups just to give it a little bit of volume, give it a little bit of zhuzh. I'm gonna let that cool down before I brush it out. Here is the dress for tonight. Gone with the black option from Pepper Mayo. Blue shoes to match the Mercedes colours from Novo Heels. Let's do this. The temperature has dropped a fair bit, which is great. I ran out of time to put my lipstick on, so we're gonna have to do that on the train.
Thank you to every single one of you in this room for supporting us from day dot. To be here tonight with everybody here to support Principal means so much to us.
Just finished up at the Principal event, heading to the Mercedes event now. As I was leaving, the Queen herself, Lizzie McIntosh, arrived, but she was deep in conversation and I was not able to introduce myself, ask for a photo, talk to her or anything, but it's okay. I saw her in the flesh. My feet are currently killing me, but the adrenaline is helping me push through.
Good to be here to celebrate our new partnership. So we're super excited about this replica of the Mercedes-AMG F1 W16E Performance. I needed the paper for that one too. In the space. So this is making its world debut here for the first race of the season and for this first race of this amazing partnership that we have with Mercedes.
Start junk journaling. So I picked up a lot of like stuff from the events last night that I can, use to junk journal. But aside from the junk that I picked up, I thought you guys would want to see the goodies that I got. I picked up this keychain, which has a little helmet charm, an Albert Park charm, and a box charm. And then I also got this, which is their collaboration with Leica. Leica painted this picture and then it got printed on the back, and it's just the cutest, most girly pop t-shirt ever. And I got this really cute Polaroid in front of George Russell's car for my junk journal. When we left the Adidas event, we each got given a box with some goodies inside it. I haven't opened it yet, so I'm a bit intrigued to see what's in here. This is what it looks like. This is really funky. We have a team cap. This is really cool because I don't have any Mercedes merch. Then we have the shirt for the 2025 season as well. Big thanks to both Adidas and Mercedes for inviting me. And I must say, a big props for inviting actual F1 creators. I know people say it all the time, but it is really frustrating seeing brands invite just high-level influencers to these events because they don't often appreciate the sport. But you have this entire F1 creator community that actually want to go to these events and promote your brand, and you're not capitalizing on them. And look, I understand it from a business perspective, okay? These high-level influencers with these huge followings, they get you a lot of exposure. But just because I understand it doesn't mean that I agree with it.
Actually, should we just bring him up on stage? Liam Lawson! Starting the season in Australia, I was lucky enough to win this race a couple times, which is great when you... It's Max Verstappen!
I think ultimately as a team we want to be competing with McLaren.
As soon as we can be a little bit more competitive than what we were in Bahrain.
Might not know that, but yeah, it's good to be back.
Hey, great news, congratulations, contract extension.
I mean, I'm really excited about it. Yeah, I've actually not raced against that many. I did an F3 season against Jack, but the rest of them I've never raced before, so they're pretty down to earth guys.
And obviously being here.
So if you watched my last Melbourne vlog, you would know just how much I love these fluffy Japanese pancakes that I get every single time I come to Melbourne. And because I had a really late lunch, I'm not really that hungry for dinner, so I'm just gonna get Japanese pancakes. Hi British Vogue, I'm Charlie XCX and this is what's in my bag. I'm just packing my bag for the race and I thought I'd show you guys what I'm actually bringing. I always bring a little touch-up kit. You've got body sunscreen, face sunscreen, lip gloss, and then just some makeup touch-up as well. Sunglasses. This little bag is my camera pouch. A drink bottle, obviously. I'm gonna bring a couple protein bars and also a rain poncho because you just never know with Melbourne weather. We got stuck in the rain last night waiting for Oscar Piastri. I'm also bringing a t-shirt to change into because, as I said, Melbourne weather is unpredictable. I've got my hat as well. Fit check before we go. Repping the quadrant today. The rugby jumper. The Connies. She actually filming in public? Who is she? I did not realize that there were going to be 20,000 school kids here today. And if I knew that, I probably wouldn't have bought tickets to come because school kids are so bloody annoying. But also it makes it really difficult to film things purely because I'm gonna have to blur out all of their faces when I edit and it's just gonna be such a bloody pain. And I saw the hands and I was like, oh, there she is! Look at how cute this little, tiny little Oscar charm is. Handmade by Jenny. Follow her on Instagram. If you watched my last Melbourne vlog, you would know that I told myself in like 22, 23 that I set myself a goal to come to Melbourne at least once a year, every single year. And I mean, I've kept that up. I'm pretty proud of that. Packing to go home is literally the worst thing ever because you're so happy from your trip and then you wake up and you're like, oh, back to reality. And I have to go back to watching races on the TV. I want to just travel around and watch races live. What do I have to do to make this happen?